When we discussed the Jay-Z Rockefeller name connection, I referenced Freeway Ricky Ross, the former major drug dealer from California who had his real name hijacked by a rapper who chose drug dealer as part of his onstage persona. I bring these two back up because unlike when the Smith& Wesson Gun Company and the Remy Martin Cognac Company who were able to sue other people to stop them from using their products' names, the real Rick Ross took the fake Rick Ross to court to force him to stop using his real name and lost. How the hell is that right? Thanks for watching the B-Boy Stance. If you believe they only let you succeed in hip-hop if you have some sort of destructive quality, like and subscribe. So, a man can do a lot of harm to the community in his own name, go to jail, and return to the community in an attempt to help clean up what he helped destroy in his own name. And in the midst of all that, some clown can come along and adopt his true identity, not some made up for Hollywood name, but his real name, and perpetuate an image that he no longer wants to be associated with. That's what happened to Freeway Ricky Ross. When the rapper Rick Ross came out, I knew exactly what he was trying to portray. Everybody knew. At least everybody that was hip knew. He was trying to project the image of a drug dealer because sadly, that has become popular in hip hop. I also remember the story about the real Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross, and how he went from major cocaine distributor to federal inmate to reformed criminal trying to start nonprofits for at-risk youth. When he heard about this fake wannabe drug dealer / rapper out here using his name, he was rightfully insulted. He did what the Smith & Wesson Gun Company and the Remy Martin Cognac Company did to rappers who decided to use their products' names. He took him to court to force him to stop using his name. But a strange and unusual thing happened. The court said the fake Rick Ross was allowed to keep using the real Rick Ross's name, and on top of that, they made the real Rick Ross pay the fake Rick Ross's legal fees for the case. Talk about insult to injury. The system didn't want that man to clean his name up. To them, his name is of more use influencing others to sell drugs rather than inspiring young people in a positive way. Also, if he cleans his name up, they can no longer point a finger at him as the legendary drug-dealing boogeyman for future references. The real Rick Ross is concerned about his future name and legacy being tarnished, and he has no say in it, no control. So, it's okay for a raggedy old gun company and a nasty-ass cognac company to protect their name and prestige, but this man can't protect his name and his legacy? I'm not a legal expert, so somebody please explain that to me. I wonder what would have happened if the fake Rick Ross came out rapping about knowledge of self and black empowerment, black politics, etc. Well, first off, the real Rick Ross probably wouldn't have been as angry and insulted if his name was being used by someone in a more positive manner. But let's say, hypothetically, he still sued. Then, all of a sudden, they would probably force the fake Rick Ross to stop using the name, because only negative influence is allowed to come from hip-hop. Positive influence is not. Just like Jay-Z and the Rockefeller name. If Jay-Z came out to uplift the black community through his music, the Rockefellers would quickly force him to stop using the name because they are probably complicit in the destruction of the black community. But to the contrary, they are probably so invested in the destruction of the black community that they would even allow Jay-Z to use the family name to do it. And like a Trojan horse, Jay-Z wrapped himself in a prestigious name to sow sonic destruction. And the Rockefellers, after hundreds of years of cleaning up the name, gambled that the hip-hop community would never put the two together and the mainstream culture wouldn't even be paying attention. Rockefeller doesn't even have a product for the public to boycott. They're way bigger than that. I guess the fake Rick Ross began to feel guilty about using the real man's name against his will. Some time ago, he began using the moniker Ricky Ross, but the damage has been done and the mission is completed. Ross helped recruit half a generation into the drug game by glorifying it. We as a people and as a community need to stop glorifying drug dealers and gangsters and allowing mainstream entertainment to prop up drug dealers and gangsters as role models for us. When that happens, maybe the system will stop promoting hip-hop artists who glorify drug dealers because they'll realize it doesn't appeal to us as a people anymore.